So, yesterday we covered an article by Kotaku that talked about the state of Xbox, Microsoft, and how they did in 2023. So, they also had an article on PlayStation and how they did in 2023. So, we're going to get into this. We're going to check this out and we're going to read through. Now, I played a whole lot more PlayStation than I did on the Xbox. And we're going to cover this and let's see how they do. Don't forget, you guys, mash that like button, comment down below, and subscribe because every little bit really does genuinely help the channel, and I really do appreciate it. So let's go. Everybody's got to love Kotaku, the state of PlayStation 5 in 2023. Now, according to Sony, it's been a really good year. The next generation console has finally became indisputably indispensable despite its most bizarre year yet. Bizarre? You mean it's actually available? A slick new VR headset, a slim console refresh, and tons of flashy new accessories and multiple exclusives, including the fastest selling PlayStation game ever, Spider-Man DOS. The PlayStation 5 has made big moves in 2023, so why does it feel like the console spent most of its time resting on its laurels while flaring for a new direction? You know, it's kind of interesting they say that because it's kind of, I feel like Xbox, right? Because the Xbox, it didn't really have many exclusives in my opinion, but there's some things that the PlayStation did I feel right, which is much better than what Microsoft did with the Xbox. Now, a lot of this is going to talk about, where is it, the hardware. They talk about how the PlayStation 2 VR, the PlayStation VR 2 is supposedly like the most comfortable VR headset out there, period, end of story. I'm not sure how true it is because I'm not one for VR headsets. I wear glasses. On top of that, it's kind of gimmicky in my opinion, but I think the other downside, the other reason why I don't buy it is I don't think I would use it that much. Now, I know a lot of my friends that do have VR headsets play the hell out of some Beat Saber. I'm not, like I said, I can't justify spending $300, $400, $500 on a VR headset, if not more, because I can't remember how much the PlayStation VR 2 is going for. I think it's more than that. I can't justify buying it. The next piece that they're going to be talking about, still the VR headset, the DualSense Edge, which is like a controller. If you can't tell, I think this is not it, but it's basically a controller. They had so many gimmicky like PlayStation controllers that came out this year, so that you can remote play. Which, don't get me wrong, remote play, in my opinion, is pretty freaking cool that they offer it, especially for the PlayStation 5. The other one was the PlayStation Pulse earbuds. I remember when these came out like 2, 3 months ago, they were at work and they're like, yo, did you see there's a PlayStation like AirPods that came out? I'm not going to get this because I did not know this, but reading this article, it's $200 for this pair of earbuds. My Galaxy earbuds, I think, were like 150. But they lack things like noise canceling and pass through. So they have no noise canceling or anything, and you're paying $200 for it just for them to slap the PlayStation logo on like some white earbuds. Don't get me wrong, they look cool. The little case they're in slides in and out, and it looks pretty cool too. And it looks like it belongs in the PlayStation family. But me personally, I can't justify spending $200 on earbuds that don't have noise canceling. Here's another gimmicky controller, the PlayStation Portal. I know that comes in and out of stock. You're going to be lucky if you're going to be able to find it because the PlayStation Portal allows you to basically stream your PlayStation 5 from wherever it's at to your little portal and be able to play it that way. It's like a DualSense controller with an LCD screen in the middle. Another accessory, $200 price tag, not for me. Perfect for blah blah blah. Let's see. It's talking about the new PS5 Slim, which I think the Slim, it's the mid-generation refresh where they're really trying to push the new console hardware forward a little bit, but not to the next generation, if that makes any amount of sense. I'm sorry, Emma's running around and she's throwing her bone and doing all kinds of craziness. So if you hear that in the background, that's what it is. I don't know what she's doing. So, anyways, the new PlayStation 5 Slim version, 30% lighter, comes with a swappable disk drive, 1 terabyte SSD instead of the launch edition 800 gigabyte one. Otherwise, the internal configuration shifted to bring down some manufacturing costs. Okay. It's effectively the same machine at a slightly higher price for the all digital version, which starts at $450 now instead of $400. So you're paying basically $50 more for your console. I bought the disc version of the PS5 back when the PlayStation 5, like I want to say 6 to 8 months after it came out. I got lucky. Let me tell you, I still have that receipt where I bought an Xbox Series X and a PlayStation 5 on the same receipt back in 2020. I was proud of myself. I still have it. Anyways, to continue on talking about the new PlayStation Slim, the other thing they did was they have one that has a disc version as well. But you could buy the disc standalone requirement basically for $70, or you could spend $500, I believe, and get the disc version, and you basically swap it in and out. But in order to put the disc drive onto your PlayStation 5, you do have to have an internet connection because of DRMs, digital rights management, DRM, yeah. And let me tell you, DRM is so bad. But I think it's funny because Kotaku has it right here. All of it. The console, the VR headset, DualSense Edge, PlayStation Portal, and the earbuds can be yours for the not so low price of $1,650. $1,650. That is so much. Like, shoot, I bought a disc version of my PS5 for $500, and I think the most I spent was like $170 on my scuffed PlayStation controller. That's all I need. I'm happy, man. I'm only here to play games. So then we're going to talk a little bit about the software for the PlayStation 5. It's taken me a while to really get used to the user interface of the PlayStation 5 because I also have a PlayStation 4 I use for my bedroom where I stream my YouTube and my Netflix and so on and so forth because I have a dumb TV in there. So I am also dumb because I got to figure out how this thing works. And also, did you know that they don't sell PlayStation 4 media remotes anymore? Just a heads up, you guys. But navigating through, I will admit, after about a day or so, I actually got really used to how to navigate the menus of the PlayStation 5. I actually really like it because, like, my home screen, of course, it's got all my games here and everything. And all I have to do is just scroll up and go over here to media, and that's where I go and I can choose my, Netflix, YouTube, what have you, and be able to stream it that way. On top of that, like where the apps are, the game store, I actually like it. Also, all I have to do is hit the PlayStation button, navigate down, and then it's got the little menu at the bottom there where I can choose to like turn stuff off and do all kinds of stuff. I really like the user interface of the PlayStation 5. Now, here on top of that, they're talking about how you could create folders and stuff like that to put games in. And then Sony has ended their Twitter integration on the PS5 and has pivoted to social media sharing to the smartphone and the PlayStation app, which that's the other thing. I actually like the PlayStation app way more than the Microsoft Xbox app for the phone. I have an Android. The PlayStation app, never have issues with it. The Xbox app, it takes forever to load. They're constantly trying to give me buy. Where if I hit my PlayStation app, it pulls it up and it looks kind of similar to how my homepage for my PS5 looks like. On top of that, I can go to like my friends tab. I can go to the store tab if I want. It's much more user friendly in my opinion when it comes to using it and being able to navigate it, vice the Xbox one, where, like I said, I open the Xbox one and it takes forever to load up and everything. Now, y'all might be like, oh, you must be a PlayStation fanboy. No, I'm not. I love my Xbox. I'm a huge Xbox fanatic. I have almost 100,000 gamer score. If I could, I would stay with the Xbox, but like I said, I kind of, pivoted a little bit to the PS5 and I actually kind of like it. But like I said, if you're always sleeping on it. On top of that, I think the other thing they offer is like point reward system for PlayStation. I know Microsoft also has it for the Xbox, but and my experience with the Microsoft one, a lot of it is, hey, give us 10,000 of your points and we'll enter you into a raffle. I mean, they still have gift cards and stuff you can get on there, but it's not as good as PlayStation because no lie, I could just take my PlayStation points and I think it's like 5,000 points goes toward like I think it's a $20 gift card I want to say, and I used it the other day on a game that I really wanted. I ended up paying like $5 for said game because there's also the sale going on the PlayStation Network. Just saying. We're going to continue to roll down. Last year, there was a big PlayStation Plus revamp this year. Sony continues adding PlayStation Classics to the subscription service back catalog and finally implemented cloud streamings for many of PlayStation 5's biggest games. It also dramatically raised the price of each tier of the new program, making it feel like a good time to really consider whether renting a vast library of games every month or just paying to own the ones you actually play outright. So, I can see where they're getting with this one, but me being a content creator here on YouTube and not wanting to spend a lot of money. Now, don't get me wrong, I do buy games every once in a while when it catches my eye if they go on sale, much like I did with High on Life. I ended up buying High on Life for like $20 off the PlayStation Store. I think I got like a $5 off coupon. But it's just like the Xbox Game Pass. I feel the games that you can find on PlayStation Plus is much better than the Xbox Game Pass. Now, hear me out. Your annual price went from 60 to 80 for the base plan for Essential is what it's called. 100 to 135 for Extra and 120 to 160 for Premium. I got the Premium. But hear me out. The bottom tier added plenty of games this year from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Okay. Ollie World. I don't remember playing that one. Death's Door and Callisto Protocol. Like these games, period. Like I feel genuinely bring so much more value. Like, think about it. Callisto Protocol, that's like a $70 game. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, I think, is like $20, $30 right now. Death's Door, I think, was like a $20, $30 one. And then on top of that, they also have Devil May Cry 5, Borderlands 3, Destiny 2, GTA 5 that you can also play. And I always break it down to people like this. And that is, okay, you pay $160 for the year, right? Which is what I did. Technically, I didn't pay that much. I paid like $100 because back for Black Friday, they actually had a deal for $100 get a year, right? For the premium tier. But always think of it this way. If you're a content creator like I am, as long as you play, let's say, one game a month off of that, and let's say it's $20, so you play one game, a $20 game a month, over 12 months, that gives you what? $240 worth of value. And on top of that, you're only paying $100 like I did for Black Friday to keep that premium. Also, the other part that really just draws me in is the fact that you have right here the PlayStation Classic library you could tap into and play Jack and Daxter. You can play Ratchet and Clank. You can play Sly Cooper. All the Uncharted games, like it's never ending. And like I said, if you go in, you play one game a month, that's worth it. If you play 2 games a month, that doubles the value. So you went from 240 to 480, and that's just at $20 a game. That's not even counting some of these games you might get for free, like Callisto Protocol, which I think at the time I got it for Halloween 2-3 months ago. It was like a $50, $60 game on sale. It definitely makes it worth the value because I don't see Microsoft doing that kind of stuff. Now, granted, they do allow you to have the first party Microsoft games for free as soon as they come out day one. PlayStation doesn't do that, which is kind of, it's a letdown. It is what it is. But, like I said, at the end of the day, I feel like it's definitely a good value. And I try to explain that to people. Like, as long as you can play 1, maybe 2 games, like, it just makes it worth the value. The other thing that I have yet to really take a look at is at the time when raising prices and promoting everyone to reevaluate what subscriptions are actually worth holding on to, PlayStation Plus feels harder than ever to justify unless you're a live service multiplayer game you log into regularly, in which case it's mandatory. The program keeper keeps getting more and more complicated, which I mean, it really doesn't. Like there's a complete breakdown on their website on which tier does what. Sony recently announced a rebranding of its movie streaming app, and that PlayStation Plus Premier subscribers will get an access to a library of up to 100 movies. Um, I didn't know that was even a thing until probably like a month ago. That there's even a PlayStation like library catalog that you can get into with your PlayStation Plus account and watch all the movies for free. And it's right here. It's going to slander it. Don't be getting too excited. The list includes Looper, which Looper, if you haven't watched it, it's actually a really good Bruce Willis movie, and it's got Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and it's a time traveler. Like, it's a great movie. Kingsglaven, Final Fantasy 15. It's hard to know how good of a deal this will end up being, but it feels like it's a super bundle other services are chasing. I can see the future where Sony adds Funimation and Crunchyroll to PlayStation Plus to sweeten the deal. And if they did that, that would be amazing. If you guys didn't know, Sony actually owns Crunchyroll and Funimation. Instead, this year, the company retires the PlayStation Plus collection, a great onboard perk for new PlayStation 5 owners that includes excellent games like Nier Automata. I can never pronounce that game. And Persona 5 Royal and the base version of PlayStation Plus. Well, guys, in my opinion, I hate to say this, but I feel like PlayStation definitely did kill it this year. Like I said, going through and comparing Game Pass to the PlayStation Plus catalog, I feel like PlayStation Plus is a significantly better value. And it's just my opinion. And I'm a huge Xbox fanboy. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Gears of War. I love me some Halo. I I love what Xbox did to bring all that stuff to the forefront, but as of right now, they're hurting because there's nothing that is Xbox exclusive. Because guess what? If I want to play an Xbox exclusive game, I could just download it directly to my PC because it's not exclusive. It's not a console exclusive. So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, if I want to play Spider-Man 2, if I want to play Marvel Spider-Man 1, Miles Morales, a lot of the God of War games, The Last of Us, which finally did come over to the PC, but a lot of the games that are a great single player experience, you got to go through the PlayStation Store to get to it. And me personally, I kind of think it's a good deal. That's just me. That's my 2 cents. Anyways, you guys, don't forget, comment down below. Let me know. Do you think PlayStation actually won against Xbox this year? Or is it the PC master race is still always gonna rule supreme? Anyways, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later. Bye!